Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to the B Nation podcast. How are you guys? How are you doing? Another week we are here, and this time we are presenting you episode 10. Welcome to the birthday video episode. We are celebrating our first year together here on the B Nation podcast, but this time we are doing something different, something that we never did before. And we are actually doing this on video. You are seeing us for the first time. But I'm actually here with one of my really good friends that he is Big, just Big. Obviously, you just like here on the B Nation podcast, Just Vibes. But now he is with me. Big, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you? How's everything going?
Really, really good, man. And I just want to say thank you so much for accepting the invite to obviously to co-host with me the show. And hopefully we can have fun in the next few hours. What are you excited to get? Because we have a few performances coming up. Tell us a little bit more about what is actually the performance that you want to see.
I'm looking forward to watching Ross Harris. That's one of my favorite ones. I'm looking forward to watching his performance.
Great. So we're going to see Ross Harris today, of course, but we have a lot of artists coming up on the B Nation podcast. But for now, let's introduce the summary.
On episode 10, it's nice to see you for the first time celebrating our first birthday anniversary. We prepared one unforgettable episode with exclusive content of the artists that you listened the most during this season. Max Parker is back with a performance of his brand new single, Good Time. She wanted to have a deeper chat with us. Jude is back to celebrate our birthday. Just BOGERT is bringing an acoustic performance of one unreleased track. Shannon is performing for us. Ollie Davis is coming to the show to give us an exclusive premiere of his brand new single, Nobody Loves Me with the Lights On. Rudy Toussaint premieres his new single on the B Nation podcast. On the Outside are back with an acoustic performance of their new single, How Beautiful. And we have the man himself. Ross Harris is in the studio face-to-face with a performance of his latest single, Catching Fire, and an exclusive performance of a cover that you shouldn't miss, with a special co-host, Just Big. He is helping Miguel on this special episode. We have been 1 year bringing you the best new music from around the world, only on the B Nation podcast.
So I just left the studio and I came to the place where we present every Friday the best new music from around the world. Just Big is joining me in a second, and together we're gonna be talking to artists around the world. But now, in the meantime that Laura, she was doing the summary, I changed my outfit and it's time to introduce the first artist of this episode. Opening the B Nation podcast, we have an artist that he is from Canada. He was on the show last season and he just released his brand new single that is called Good Time. Please welcome Max Parker.
To read her, but that's okay. Maybe we're both better off. Stayed up late, thinking I messed up everything. But the smile on her face tells me it's okay. And maybe we're both better off. We love to turn back the pages, but if I could rewind, I don't think I could change it. We had a good time. I think we had a good time, yeah. I think we had a good time. Maybe I'll change your mind. Oh yeah, I think we had a good time. You're gone, 2 weeks off and moving on. Why do I keep falling on second thoughts? Maybe it's time to let go. We love to turn back the pages, yeah. But if I could rewind, I don't think I could change it. We had a good time. I think we had a good time. Oh yeah. I think we had a good time. One day I might change your mind. Oh yeah. I think we had a good time. You found someone you like. I just want to say I'm so happy for you. I hope he adores you. I know I can't go back, but I just gotta say I'm glad I spent my time with you. My time with you. We love to turn back the pages. But if I could rewind, I don't think I could change it. We had a good time. Oh yeah. I think we had a good time. Oh, we had a good time. Oh, we had a good time. One day I'll change your mind. Oh yeah. I think we had a good time. Oh yeah. I think we had a good time. Oh, we had a good time. Oh, we had a good time. One day I might change your mind. I think we had a good time.
Right, so that was Good Time, and it's actually out today. Max, how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing, man?
I'm great, man. Nice to see you for the first time after obviously you've been on the B Nation podcast last Christmas. A lot of things happened since then, right? Because I see you right now with a new single that is called Good Time. What can you tell us about this track?
Yeah, so this new tune that's out today is I think it's all about kind of going back in time and just reminiscing on all the amazing and good times that you have with whether it's your ex, someone you had broken up with, really anyone. You know, it might be sad that things have ended, but you always have your memories that are always good. So yeah, that's what the song's about.
How do you think that the fans will react? Do you think that they are actually liking it? Tell me a little bit more about it.
Yeah, I think they're enjoying it a lot. I mean, I've played it a couple times in my live shows to kind of sneak at it and get them to kind of gauge what they're thinking of the song, and they're all really excited about it, and I'm sure they're all streaming it right now. This one's a big one, and it's headed to radio today as well too. So I'm really excited about everything that's going to be happening with the song, and also Hugo Boss is behind it as well.
And what we will expect more in the future about you with Hugo Boss?
Yeah, so they reached out to me and they wanted to send me their capsule of their NBA collab, and it was the coolest thing I've ever seen. They sent me a whole capsule with like a nice cut-off sweater and some shorts, and you know, it was my favorite team, the Raptors, the basketball team that's here in Toronto. I'm a big fan, and I'm from Toronto, so it all makes sense.
Yeah.
And so they sent me that capsule, and I just loved it. I loved it so much. It was amazing. It wears super nice too, and even the tops that they're sending me now are just so amazing. They're a really awesome brand, and I think they stem from Germany, and yeah, so I loved it, and I kept talking with them, and they just started sending me more stuff, and I have a couple shoots from them now, one of which I'm previewing in my Good Time music video, which I'm super hyped for everyone to see in a couple weeks. So it's just super exciting, and I hope to keep working alongside and with them, and to keep, I guess, showing off their amazing clothing.
Great. Talking about the music video, defining 2 words, what we can expect in that music video.
Well, so since they sent me that NBA capsule, it's basketball themed. So we decided to implement some basketball vibes in the video, but we also wanted to showcase the women because I think that's super important right now with everything going on. March is the month of women empowerment, so we really wanted to showcase the women, and we have some women basketball players in the music video, and a lot of a lot of women that I'm friends with who are just so powerful. So I really wanted to showcase that, and just to remind people that we want to strive for equality.
Max, what is next for you? What can we expect from you for 2021? What is next about after this release for Good Time?
Yeah, so I've got a good couple songs that are going to come after a good time. I can't just say which ones yet. There's been a couple of tunes that I've been making remotely here, actually in the basement right now, with a couple of my producers that are in Montreal. So I just have a whole studio down here, and I'm just super grateful and fortunate to be able to make music remotely and from home. And yeah, I'm just super grateful, I can't ask for any more. What I have right now is what I cherish and what I love. So I'm just really happy with how things are turning out right now, and there's just so much to come. Can't say what just yet, but there's a lot.
I saw on Instagram that you were playing I think it was a few weeks ago, like even a month ago, I can probably say, a sneak preview of your music. Is that correct?
Yeah, I was showing some sneak peeks. I think I might have shown Good Time. I'm not sure which ones I show because I usually go live a lot. But yeah, no, I sneak peek my tunes a lot. There's this one producer that I work with. His name's Jules, and he's here in Toronto. And we've worked on so many songs together that unfortunately are not going to be on the upcoming album that I'll be dropping later in the year. But I just want to, I want to ask the fans what they think about it. And you never know. I might end up dropping those songs later on. I just have a big catalog right now that belongs to me at the moment and no one else. So I'm just trying to, I guess, ask the fans what they like most. I think that's most important because if I put out songs that, they're not really vibing with, then it doesn't work in my favor. I want to put out something that, I love and that the fans love as well.
Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much for coming to the B Nation podcast one more time. We wanted to open the show today with you in this special episode for us because it's the first time that we're doing something like this. So yeah, thank you so much, Max, as always. And I wish you all the best with Good Time that is out today. And all the best, man.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Right.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have our next guest here on the B Nation podcast on this special day because we are celebrating our first anniversary, our first year together, and he is a friend of the show. Oli, how are you?
Hey man, I'm good, thanks. Happy birthday to the show.
Thank you so much, man. You know what? It's actually the first time that we're actually doing this properly, camera to camera, and then I can actually see you, I can actually hear you, and it's been an absolutely pleasure. How are you feeling, man? How you been since Christmas?
I'm good actually. Yeah, I've been busy. I've been working away at a few things, working on a new track, doing some work with a few other interesting musicians, some really cool projects and stuff that are coming up soon.
Yeah, it has been 3 months since we talked last time and you were presenting that track that it was called Christmas Through a Screen, right? You're releasing a new track that we are gonna hear exclusively for the first time on this episode that is called Nobody Loves Me with the Lights On. Mate, first question, why that title especially? What the song is all about?
It's always a tricky one to nail it down about. So at the time of writing, I was working full time doing manual labor, so quite long shifts. Not really. There are no gigs. There's no work to do at the moment, so I was doing what I needed to do to keep everything ticking over. And I was just kind of working all day. It wasn't super fun. It was all outside, in the rain and the snow and stuff. And I was coming home and working on the track. So there's a kind of, I think, a bit of frustration. It was quite cathartic writing it, kind of getting to do something creative after kind of being a bit bored all day. And then I've got lots of friends who are kind of moving forward, partners, friends, that sort of thing, that are all got great jobs going on, are all flying off doing these amazing things. And I was kind of feeling a little bit left behind when I wrote the track. I think that kind of is where the title comes from.
So what are we going to find? What are we going to listen when we hear this track?
Hopefully, I don't like writing sad songs. I think there's enough sad songs out there already. So even when the topic is not necessarily super positive, I try and put a positive spin on it. And at least musically, it's a bit more upbeat. So there's some cool guitars going on. There's some really great drums and some really great bass playing this track. It's kind of it's got a similar feel to Lavender, but with a bit more movement among the parts.
By the way, who designed the single cover of the track?
So I found an artist on Fiverr actually. He's from New Zealand, and we had a chat, and he said he really liked my music. He was a really, really nice guy, and I really loved his work. If you want to find him, if you look for Azalus on Instagram, so that's AZAAZELUS on Instagram. He's a really, really great artist. He's got a really cool style, and I sent the song to him. I just kind of described it.
Tell me, who's the producer of this track?
So I produced this track actually. It was nice to kind of get back in the saddle. It took a bit longer. I spoke to Philip Marsden, who's the guy that masters my tracks, and he was really, really generous with advice on kind of balancing things, making sure I'm not doing something stupid, that sort of thing. So he's a really, really great guy. He's a really great.
And he did it. Did he master it really good, the track?
Yeah, he mastered the track and gave me some feedback and advice on my mixing and that sort of thing.
Incredible. And Oli, what is next after this? Because I remember that you just mentioned it in the interview that we had on in Christmas, that you were excited about a few new projects. That you were they were coming up, right?
Yeah. So actually, it might air about the same time as this, but I wrote some lyrics and a melody for a house track for a French producer called Kipao. He's a really, really great guy. You can find him on Instagram. He's got a few really cool kind of EDM style tracks. It's called Hearts Ablaze. It's a house track. It's coming out through Deep Winder Records from the Netherlands.
And what is your experience as a songwriter of the track? Tell me.
It was really fun actually, because it's all electronic music and it's completely. If you've listened to it,
opposite, right?
It's very different to the kind of stuff that I normally do. But it was actually really, really fun to work on something completely different. I kind of took a break from my new single to spend a few days listening to the track, working out what I wanted to do with the melody and writing up lyrics to that. And it was so different. It was quite a nice kind of palette cleanser to then go back to my stuff. And we're definitely going to do some more tracks together in the future for sure.
How do you feel? How do you see more in the future? More as do you want to combine your role as a songwriter, or do you just want to more going into releasing more tracks? Because you are an excellent songwriter. I think that you are an excellent songwriter, and I want to know how do you see more yourself in the future, more as a role as an artist, obviously you're releasing more tracks, or for example your role that you just just mentioned right now, collaborating with doing a house track. How do you feel more comfortable with it?
It's a mixture. I think when I was younger, I really loved getting out there on the road to do as many shows as possible. And I started off in music as a singer. That's what I was first. And then I ended up writing my own pieces, and it kind of went from there. So writing stuff for clients. I've done a few private commissions recently for a few different people for pieces they need. And it's really enjoyable. And it's been really good to do more of that, especially during these lockdowns, because obviously I'm able to do that without leaving the house. I think I'll never stop writing and releasing my own stuff, even if it's not necessarily making as much money. And I'm definitely really open to writing more stuff for other people, for sure, yeah.
Our next question. Can you live without blues, the genre, without doing blues?
I think blues was probably the first genre that I properly fell in love with as a kid, because I started learning guitar, I started teaching myself, and then I remember my dad playing some B.B. King to me, and then introducing me to Eric Clapton and Cream and all of that. And I first learned the pentatonic scale on the guitar, and I thought I was going to be, the next great blues guitarist. So it definitely comes through. There's always a bit of a blues flavor in a lot of the stuff that I write, if I can squeeze it in there, because it's a big one for me.
Will we hear, do you think, more tracks in the future on that genre?
I think so, yeah. I'd like to do some blues stuff. I really love a lot of the old jazz and blues standards. Are really, really lovely pieces of music that I love hearing them reinterpreted by different musicians. So I'd love to. I did it's on YouTube. I did a version of St James Infirmary where I put some nice sampled drums and stuff underneath. And I'd definitely like to do a few more takes on some old blues classics like that, for sure, definitely.
Amazing, man, amazing. Oli, we're gonna hear a little bit more about this track now. Nobody Loves Me with the live song. Yeah, and you always have here a platform for anywhere, whenever you need it, man. Whenever you need it, obviously to promote the track. And actually, this is a new experience because it's the first time that we are seeing each other, and actually people are gonna see each other. You know what I mean? So it's like, which is really cool. Oli, we're gonna head a little bit more of the track. Thank you so much, man, and until the next one.
Thank you for having me, man.
Day by day, all just wasting away at my awful job, just for minimum wage. Try so hard, but it never seems to count. Oh, nothing but dreams stacking up in my bank account. Yeah. Going through the motions, drinking all my doctor's potions. Empty inside, think they know. Well, do they know? Nobody loves it with the lights on. And you can tell nobody's home. Just keep on smiling and grooving, whilst my demons, they moving. Hope they don't know. Nobody's home. Nobody's home. And I sell my soul just to catch a break. Repairs on my car, man says it's just a break. I'm a positive man, but this is the pits where the last time I smiled was 2006. Yeah. Going through the motions, had enough tears to drown the oceans. Empty inside, I think they know. Well, they know. Nobody loves me with the lights on. Yeah, you can tell nobody is home. Just keep on smiling and grooving, whilst my demons, they're moving. Hope they don't know. Nobody's home. Nobody's home. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, they say it will get better, but time moves so slow, so slow. Still, I'm scared one day I'll wake up cold and alone with dreams.
So we continue here on the B Nation podcast, and on this birthday video episode, we just hear Oli Davis with a brand new single, and now I just changed a little bit, a few clothes to receive to a beautiful lady that she's super talented, and honestly, I'm such a big fan of her music. Shannon, how are you?
Thanks, I'm good. How are you?
Well, you've been on the B Nation podcast a few weeks ago, like a month ago already, yeah? And then with presenting, obviously, your music. We talked already about Sad Pop, and obviously your latest release, which is Born Happy Beautiful. How you been since then? Tell me a little bit about it. Like,
I've been really busy. Yeah, I've been so busy. It's like, yes, I have. And I'm in there tomorrow and the day after, finishing up some really exciting things, so I'm very looking forward to that.
When we can expect a new music?
So I don't know the exact date or anything. I know that it's very imminent, let's just say. So within the next few months, you'll definitely have a few things, to say the least.
I mean, we cannot wait to hear more music from you, Shannon. What song you are gonna sing us for us?
I'm going to do Sad Pop, but I thought that I'd do something a bit special for you guys because you've had me on before and I really like your podcast. So I've actually recorded an acoustic version of Sad Pop for you.
Been at this club too many times. Same old songs, same old guys. I've had enough. I resign from down in shorts and getting high. I need somebody to hold me in the night, to wake up and still look in my eyes. I want somebody to celebrate the light. But to get me through tonight, I need a sad boat with a big drop. Wanna get lost, wanna get lost. Turn the lights off, turn the lights off. I just need a sad boat with a big drop. Wanna get lost, wanna get lost. Turn the lights off, turn the lights off. And in my head, it's really clear. What I want, won't find it here. This way of life is getting old. These party people, they leave me cold. I want somebody to hold me in the night, to wake up and still look in my eyes. I want somebody to celebrate the lights. But to get me through tonight, I need a sad boat with a big drop. Wanna get lost, wanna get lost. Turn the lights off, turn the lights off. I just need a sad boat with a big drop. Wanna get lost, wanna get lost. Turn the lights off, turn the lights off. I don't want to stay sad. I don't wanna stay sad. Searching for what we had in the middle of the dance floor, 'cause I don't think it's there anymore. I need a sad boat with a big drop. Wanna get lost, wanna get lost. Turn the lights off, turn the lights off. I just need a sad boat with a big drop. Wanna get lost, wanna get lost. Turn the lights off, turn the lights off. Oh, I just need a I just need a
But now let's talk to Rudy Toussaint. He just released his new single today.
Today on the B Nation podcast, on this amazing episode that we are having, because for the first time we are doing a video episode, and we are celebrating the first year of the B Nation podcast. We have someone that is a friend of the show. He is Rudy Toussaint. How are you, Rudy?
I'm good. Thank you for having me again.
You know, it's always a pleasure, you know, because I always, I think I told you that when you were presenting Fatal Attraction, and that the track it's still actually like, it keeps on my head. Do you know what I mean? It keeps on my head. It's a song that keeps on my head. It's a song that, for me, I really love, like the vibe, the beats. I mean, obviously the whole track in general. And how have you been since then? How have you been doing since then? Like since like the last time that we talked?
I've been doing pretty well, doing school and music.
We haven't been obviously playing Fatal Attraction, and also as well the acoustic version of the track, which by the way, I saw the video, I saw you blonde, and I was like, wow, like now it's actually like a very big difference between being brown and being like blonde.
Yeah, I had to go back to my natural hair. My hair was like falling out, it was dying. I was maybe it'll come back, but I'm sticking to brown for now.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit more about Fatal Attraction, because now that I basically like analyze more deeply the track, do you think that the track is about a harmful relationship, like a relationship that is being bad, like for a couple?
I wouldn't call it a relationship. I think it's kind of like a meeting someone for the first time. But I think towards the end of the song, it becomes something more than that. It's like you've hung out. There's something about you guys. Someone's chasing someone. Yeah, I think I would say it wouldn't be more of like a relationship song, but more of a, I guess I like you, or I like what's happening situation.
Exactly. Yeah, so that's what Fatal Attraction is all about, right? Because you already told us like what the song is all about, but if anyone is out there that he doesn't know, like he hasn't listened to the song yet, explain just more a little bit what it means, this song for you.
So Fatal Attraction, I got the idea from a 4th of July party a couple years ago, and I was hanging out. I don't know where my friends were, but I ended up hanging out with this woman, and she was twice my age. It was totally normal, fun night. We were running around the party, having a blast, and yeah, I kind of got the idea from that and kind of worked off that. And one of my producers said it's kind of like a fatal attraction, and I go, yes, set in stone. Let's get in the studio. Let's write it. Let's finish it. Let's do all that. So it's kind of having that fatal attraction, having I guess the meaning behind the lyrics is being attracted to someone who knows what they want, being there and knowing what they're worth, and just kind of just having their own power and being able to do whatever they want. And that's kind of a cool fatal attraction.
You just released your brand new single that is called Play Me Again. How do you feel about it?
I'm so excited. This is out. I think I've had this in my hands since October. I just finished recording it right when I Don't Know came out. So it's a breath of fresh air. It's out. I'm happy with all the feedback. Yeah, no, I've been waiting for this one.
And you know what? Let's hear the track.
Hi, I'm Rudy Tuesday, and here is my brand new single, Play Me Again, on the B Nation podcast.
I wanna be the record you love, the one that's on repeat. Played so much that the grooves get worn out. Yeah, I want that to be me. You know I love it when you put me on and you play me. I spin around my head, think about what we could be. It's heaven when we get together. Yeah, we'll make that harmony. Ooh, play me again, like the song we heard when we first met. Ooh, play me again. I love how we move when the beat kicks in. Play me again. Play me again. Play me again. You know I love the way that we move. I can feel it through the beat. The melody is stuck in my head. Got your playlist on repeat. Every time the song pulls me a little closer, yeah, I just ride along. Spin records till our clothes are off. I don't care what bass that we're on, if the low end's in the beat. Ooh, play me again, like the song we heard when we first met. Ooh, play me again. I love how we move when the beat kicks in.
This is like your next level, your next step after obviously the fatal attraction, no?
Yeah, it's I think it's a lot more more upbeat, more jumpy, more, I guess, sexy. Yeah. I love this song.
Is there any updates since the last time that we talked in terms of releases?
I should be releasing something around every month. So it should, there's a lot of music coming. I'm still writing some more. But but there are a good amount of tracks coming.
I want to ask you, for example, how do you feel like now in this evolution? Because for me, it's a really positive evolution that what you just have in your music. My question now it will be, if you have to come back to the past, let's say that you come back to the past, right, and to your first ever record, right, and you just have to tell to the Rudy of the first single something, what it would be. Let's say that now that you come back to the past, right?
Okay.
And then let's say that like you can come back to Rudy to set a first ever release on music wise, you know, and then you have the opportunity to say something to that person, to the Rudy to set of the first release. What it would be?
Oh boy. It's weird because I actually released my first song a year ago, around to this in March a year ago. So it's weird to think what I would say to Rudy in the beginning of pandemic, just doing music. I think I would tell him.
But in a year,
yeah, a lot of things have happened.
In a year, there's a lot of things happened.
Yeah, I guess in the beginning, a year ago, I kind of just was gonna release one song and just call it see what happens. And now I'm recording and writing a bunch of songs. So I think I'd tell myself just to keep going and to have a good, positive mindset, and that'll lead you to better things.
Great.
Great. Okay, so I'm going to ask you something completely different. So you said that you're currently studying, right?
Yeah.
My question is, so how do you also said you're going to be releasing stuff like pretty much every month. So like, how do you balance, music and studying at the same time? Because I'm sure there's loads of people who are studying as well, trying to do music, or they're working, trying to do music. How do you find the balance between doing the two of them? And is it difficult, or do you find that you're able to cope with it, reasonably well?
Yeah, it's honestly pretty hard. Just when it comes to classes, it's fine because I have a schedule. It's like I have classes on these days, I can do stuff on the other days. But then the homework, balancing the homework and the quizzes and the tests, that's kind of the hard part. But I kind of make room for the weekends to just push everything when it comes to music and just get all that done, and then have a kind of like a time set for myself, being like, okay, get at least this done by Sunday, and then do work so when you're in class, you can just do class and go straight into figuring something else out for music. And I feel like I'm getting adjusted now. It's still harsh.
So it's more about organizing and having a schedule that you keep to that works well for you, and like that's what you would advise other people to do as well.
Absolutely, yeah. It's all about time management. I can't say I'm the best at it. I'm a bit of a procrastinator when it comes to schoolwork, but I mean, yeah, as long as you have some sort of schedule and you meet your priorities, then you're doing it right. But
no, totally. Ruby, let's go back to a little bit more about music. I know that you are already busy with a lot of releases coming out this year, but I was wondering, have you thought about, for example, to try to experience singing in another languages, for example, like Spanish or any other language that you can feel about it? Have you thought about that?
Yeah, I've been writing a little bit, trying to get my Spanish going again. But I definitely want to write more in Spanish in the future. Maybe instead of a Spanglish version, more like an actual whole a song in Spanish. So that's definitely a goal of mine. I'm still working and practicing on it. I kind of coming back to LA, I kind of lost my Spanish speaking abilities, but I'm working on it. I'm getting back into the grammar and vocabulary of all of it. But yeah,
that's all good. That's all good. And you know what? Let me tell you something. Like, I think that now you are exploring, music-wise, a fantastic sound and a fantastic way of like making music. With the dark pop sound, and obviously tracks like, for example, your new single "Play Me Again," where you're gonna explore like a little bit more upbeat. And from what I hear so far, man, I think that's gonna be a hit.
thank you so much. I'm really pushing this one. We actually just shot a video on Sunday for it, so there'll be that coming
really?
too. Yeah, it was awesome.
Okay. Tell us a little bit, like a sneaky. What can we find? Like 2 words only.
2 words. Okay. Musical performance, but in a music video.
Oh, that sounds very good. That sounds great. That sounds great. One more question, Rudy. Do you have any tattoos, by the way?
I don't. I've been thinking about it. I'm just like scared. I don't know. I want something meaningful.
Look at that.
Yeah, I saw before. I was like, you're covered. I need to like. I feel like it's something I've thought about. I just haven't really taken the time to figure out what I would put on my body.
Yeah, exactly. Well done. Exactly, because I always said that you have to, choose something that it means a lot to you. That it means a lot to you, like personally, because it's gonna be with you for the rest of your life. Let me tell you, like, it hurts for the first 10 minutes. Then, that you don't feel anything. It's actually, if you wanna know about it, it hurts for the first 10 minutes. Then it's okay.
I think I could handle it. I'm usually good with shots and all that, so I think, yeah, it's just a matter of like what to choose and what I would put on my body.
Yeah.
But I love seeing. Whenever I see a tattoo from someone, I'm like, tell me about it. Like, what is it? It's so cool. I admire them a lot. They're cool.
Yeah. Have you seen? Do you like girls with tattoos, for example?
What was that?
Do you like that? Do you like a girl having tattoos?
Yeah, it's dope. It's cool. I'm like, props to you for being able to choose something. I'm way too indecisive to even choose anything. So the fact that you have that on your, like, it's cool. I love that.
Yeah, I mean, and actually I have to say that I'm agree. Rudy, thank you so much, man. It has been an absolute pleasure to be with you, like, one more time. Thank you for coming again for the B Nation podcast, and obviously like having this little experience what it is like to see each other for the first time on video, which is cool, which is great, fantastic. What can I say? Like, we are here to support you in your music, man, and believe me, that track "Play Me Again" is gonna be on the show like every single week from now on. I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much for having me, and happy anniversary.
Coming up on the B Nation podcast, Josh BOGERT is bringing an acoustic performance of his unreleased song, and On the Outside are performing their new single, How Beautiful. And we'll get back to the studio to speak to Ross Harris, where he's going to sing us a cover, but now we have a deeper chat with Juge. She's back today.
So today on the B Nation podcast, on this amazing episode that we are having, the first birthday video episode, we have the pleasure to speak to Jude. How are you, girl?
Dude, I'm good, thank you. Thanks for having me. How are you doing?
I just want to say, Vicky's here with me, and I just want to obviously introduce you in case I speak. He's my co-host today. I think like you are like a very genuine artist from my point of view, because I think like we started to play on the B Nation podcast songs like 1-800 Hell No, and now you are presenting a new single as well that we're gonna talk about in a second. That is called Deeper. But I think like I can find a lot of like versatility in your music. Like in versatility in terms of sound and everything, which will make you incredible as an artist. I just want to ask you first of all, Jude, like about 1-800 Hell No, just because it has been Song of the Week on the B Nation podcast, and it has been an incredible song that we played here. I think it's a track that you released last year, right? In August.
I released it, the last August. 1-800 Hell No.
Yeah. Incredible. What can you tell us about that track?
1-800 Hell No. I actually wrote it right before COVID, but I decided to release it during COVID because a lot of people see it as like a diss track, but I kind of see it more as like an empowering track to get rid of all the negative, whether it be people or things in your life. I definitely think COVID has taught us to do that. So it felt very timely releasing it in August with COVID going on because it's kind of getting rid of all of the negative crap in my life at that time.
Yeah. So actually here, Big, how it was actually you during COVID? Like, I mean, what actually are your thoughts about the challenges as an artist that you have to like have like in order to record music?
Wow, I mean, being an independent artist comes with a lot of challenges for sure, especially during Corona. I think that we've all, as independent artists, have found a lot of difficulties in Corona, but I think the thing that I found during this time was how many roles I can play. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in charge of all of my artistry, and the more roles that I can play and the less people I need, the better off I'll be. You know what I'm saying? Learning how to produce, because I didn't produce and I still don't produce, but learning how to do my own vocals, it gave me the power of like, I don't need to go to a session or have another producer do my vocals, and I have the opportunity to be able to do that myself. So I think it gave me a lot of time to be able to tackle things that other people were helping me out with and just be more responsible for all aspects of my artistry, rather than just like the writing, and because I do a lot of the business side and everything too, but relying on less people and just focusing on relying on myself, I guess.
I think
that was kind of a bit all over the place, but I guess the main thing of what I was trying to say was just being able to play all roles as an artist. I think is very important for independent artists to be very versatile.
Yeah, and like I can relate to that because I'm an artist myself, and during this period I kind of found myself doing a lot of things that I didn't think I could do by myself.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I was recording like at home. I recorded like my whole EP at home. I was able to produce one of the, even though I don't produce, but I was able to co-produce, but I still had an imprint on my music. And I feel like talking to a lot of my artist friends, that's what they're saying as well, that this has given them time to learn things. It's almost forced it upon people to know what you have to do to learn about certain things that you didn't think you had to learn about. So yeah, I'm with you.
I mean, I think I'm like in that like aspect kind of grateful for the time I had to like slow down and focus on those things, because otherwise I don't think I would have taken the time to really, like, Zoom sessions for instance have been super interesting. Those have been kind of hard. That's been difficult during Corona because I feel like there's an energy in writing a song in the room when you're like with the producer, or like if there's a co-writer in the room, there's something about like having that energy in the room. So Zoom took something to get used to, but it's not something that was impossible. And I think that after Corona too, it's nice to be able to know like you're able to work with people overseas and it's like possible and doable over a computer, and there's more things I can do because like you said, I by no means produce, that is not what I meant, but vocal production, I was relying on like friends to record my vocals and help me out here or there, but then I was like, no, I need to like take action and be able to do it myself, because if I can't do it, who else will, you know?
No, that's it, because even I'm more efficient now. Before I was relying, or not relying as such, but I was slowed down or going at other people's pace because I had to wait for them to do certain things for me. Whereas now I can just kind of at least get a head start by myself and get myself in a position to finish things off quicker. So yeah.
Exactly what I mean. Yeah, the efficiency. I think I like minimized a lot of downtime during Corona because at first, like, I didn't realize it would be such a marathon. I thought it would be a sprint. So I burnt myself out in the beginning. I'm like, I have all this free time in my hands. Like, I'm gonna do this, that, and like, that definitely did burn me out, the expectation of I need to be productive all the time. Yeah, because that's a pressure I put on myself even without Corona, and having a little bit more time, I was trying to be productive.
And you know what? I for example, the other week, a few weeks ago, we had an artist here on the B Nation podcast that she was saying how incredible it was actually to do songwriting with artists that like they could be in any part of the world, when before like you have to travel, you have to travel to that part of the world to actually to have that session with the artist, you know. And now
people were a little less open to Zoom, and I understand like I guess the barriers that has, but now like we know that we can do it, and you can still like obtain that energy through a computer. It's possible.
Exactly. Yeah. let's talk about, a little bit more about Deeper. It's already out on the market. What can you tell us about this track, which is your new single?
Yeah, I mean, Deeper, I wrote and recorded a year and a half ago, but like I was saying, it's something that I still have an attachment to. You think like a song that you wrote and recorded I waited a year and a half to release it, and I still feel very strongly about the song. From the songs that I've released, I would say this is my strongest in my opinion. But I wrote Deeper after leaving LA to go do a writing trip in London, and when I left, I was in a period of time where I was around so many people, but it was the most alone I ever felt. And getting away, I kind of reflected on that because I was so worried about being alone, and so instead I chose bad company, and I just was more lonely than I've ever been in my life because I didn't think that I could fill that void myself, so I tried to fill it with people even though they weren't the right people, and it was like one of the worst decisions I've ever made.
Okay, right. We're gonna talk again one more time in a second, but I want to ask you one question, Jude. Let's say that, for example, let's go to your personal playlist, right? And if you have to choose a record that you can say that record inspired you as an artist just to write music, what would it be?
Lady Gaga, Joanne.
Wow, I didn't expect
I feel like a lot of people don't know, but my background is in theater. Like, I grew up doing theater, and that's like my biggest thing, and I'm trying to bring a lot of those influences back in my music because that's like my roots, and that's why I love London too. I mean, I love the West End, and it reminds me of home because I'm from the East Coast, and there's not much of a theater scene out here in LA. So London feels even more at home to me than LA does because I'm from like New York, Philly, where it's a lot different than here in LA.
Yeah, I mean, LA is completely different than London, right?
Yeah.
What can you tell us about the future? What's next to you after this release?
Well, during Corona, I mean, I've just taken the time to write, as I guess me and Vic were saying. Like, it's really forced me to take the time to work and perfect my craft, which I appreciate having the time to do so. So I've just been writing a ton, and I have actually a song. I unfortunately had Corona, and I wrote a song while I had Corona that is one of my favorite songs. It's called Hush, and I think that will follow Deeper in like my spring summer song, which is like an 80s disco throwback type of thing, which I'm very excited for. But like I said, yeah, I wrote that in my bed when I was recovering from COVID because I was locked in a house, you know. But I guess it's just hopefully new music, and honestly, hopefully performing. That's my biggest favorite thing about the whole artist career is I love to be on stage. That's where I feel the most alive. And like coming from a theater background, I really think that's my strongest is performing on stage. So I hope that the world gets back to a better normal, and I'm able to do so. We're all able to do so, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so I've got a question for you, right? So you're in the studio, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you had to pick one producer, one singer, and one rapper to make a record.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you pick?
Producer Oak Felder.
Okay.
Love his stuff. I'm trying to think of for singer meaning like someone to do a duet with, or like if I'm writing a song for someone to sing.
Yeah, I mean, it could be someone to do a duet with, or someone who you'd write for, or you'd want to write with you.
Oh, okay. Sasha Sloan. I love her lyrics. I'm obsessed with her writing. Like, just to be in the room with her, I would physically poop my pants. But, but singer. Oh, the rapper Meek Mill. Coming from Philly, Meek Mill. That would just be like my childhood complete, and like an honor to be in the same room as Meek Mill. I don't know how the Sasha Sloan, Oak Felder, Meek Mill combination would go together, but if I had to pick each individually, I would say those three. I don't think it would necessarily be a good combination of the three, but those three 100%.
Would be ideal. Okay, alright, cool.
Great. One more question for me, Jude. Well, first of all, I just want to say that if you come to London, please come to see us. Because obviously
where are you guys at?
We're between Soho and our studios in the Cube, which is actually on West London and in North Acton. And I just wanna ask you about what do you feel about the female rappers, because there is not too much female rappers out there, right?
No, there's not. I mean,
there are female rappers, but they are not being recognized, is it?
No, I definitely think it's the same thing as female producers. There needs to be more of them to, I guess, create. Because like when there's a female producer, like I have no sessions with female producers. Whenever I'm in a session, there's a female producer, I'm like sick because it never happens. And I feel like it should be more normalized. And the more we have, it'll be a thing where it's not so out of the ordinary. So there's a lot of female rappers in the U.S., which I really respect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I totally get that. Jude, I just want to say thank you so much for being on the B Nation podcast on this special episode that we are doing to celebrate our. Thank you. We are so excited. We are so excited with that. Thank you so very much. Anytime that you just want to like obviously promote a new record, this is a platform for you, right?
Thank you guys so much for having me. I had such a good time talking to you both. I hope that if y'all are ever in LA, to hit me up.
Yeah, of course. Definitely we will. Thank you, Ju. I wish you the best.
You too. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Take.
I don't know why I smoke, I can't get high. I'm sad but I can't cry. Guess I'm just numb to it. I feel so alone. Been in LA too long. Guess I'm just numb to it. Yeah. Is anyone at this party real? Cause I don't wanna know how I should feel. Standing in the kitchen, trying hard to listen, but I just keep thinking I wish I could touch deeper than the surface. Cause I give love to those who don't deserve it. Cause I'm losing sleep over all the wrong people, and I'm gonna need just something a little deeper than the surface. Spend half of my time trying to fit in with the crowd. I hate being around. I know it's no good for me. I'm so good at being fine. I say it all the time that I almost believe it, yeah. Is anyone at this party real? Are they just better at hiding how they feel? Yeah. Standing in the kitchen, trying hard to listen, but I just keep thinking I wish I could touch deeper than the surface. Oh, cause I give love to those who don't deserve it. Cause I'm losing sleep over all the wrong people, and I'm gonna need just something a little deeper than the surface. Deeper than the surface. I don't know why I smoke, I can't get high. I'm sad but I can't cry. Guess I'm just numb to it. Yeah. Cause I wish I could touch deeper than the surface. Cause I give love to those who don't deserve it. Cause I'm losing sleep over all the wrong people, and I'm gonna need just something a little deeper than the
Today on the B Nation podcast, we are celebrating our first year together on this video episode, the first video episode that we are doing. And now I'm just by myself with a really good friend of us that he was on the show a few weeks ago. And he is again with us, Josh BOGERT. Hi, Josh, how are you?
Hi, Miguel. I'm good. How are you?
Man, like nice to see you again. How are you? Like now, like I can see you properly.
Yes, yeah. It's nice to be able to like see each other and yeah. No, it's great.
Yeah, how you been? Tell
I've been
me.
good. I've been good. Yeah, keeping busy as
Mhm.
always. Lots and lots going on, but I've been really good. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Like, are you being distracted with the new music as always, right? Being in the studio recording music and doing everything, right?
Yeah, same as usual. I mean, that's really most of it right now, especially with COVID. It's me in here in my studio. You guys can see it this time. This
Yeah.
is the spot where it all happens. You can't see much, all the gears in front of me, but yeah, this is where it all happens, and I'm spending most of my time in here just making new music.
Josh, I just want to tell you something that now that I'm in front of you, I think it's time to tell you because I think I told you something on the via email, but I
Mhm.
didn't tell you completely. Right? Okay. So look, your episode it was episode number 7
Mhm.
on the Nation podcast,
Yeah.
and basically I can tell you. So we released so far 47 episodes, right?
Mhm.
47 is a lot of episodes, right?
Yeah.
So the episode that you've been on is the most listened episode of our history.
Ever like the most listened to?
The most listened of our episode of our history. I'm not joking, honestly.
That's amazing.
And that is with more than 200K listeners. So I've never been like having like that record so far. Like wow! And I think
Yeah.
that do you know what? I think like uh, I always said that like the secret on all this is that when the artist is actually have like connection with the audience. You know what I mean? With the connection with the fans, with connection with everything. And I can tell you for sure that your fans are amazing, man. Because like they basically stream the interview, they listen it to you like every single second, which
Yeah.
is amazing. And I think like that is what an artist is all about, you know, to have that engagement, you know.
Absolutely. It's that connection with people that like has always been the reason that I make music, whether it's with people on social media or performing and being able to connect with the audience. That's always been why I make music is to connect with people and to share that experience. So that's pretty amazing, and I'm so happy that episode was so well received. That's awesome.
Actually, let me tell you. I mean, I'm gonna tell you more details because we released that episode. We normally release the episode during the midnight here in the UK,
Mhm.
but for technical reasons, we have to upload it during the day. During the day, so it's like we uploaded with a few hours delay. Let's say like that, right?
Right.
So in 1 week, in only 1 week, it was already the most listened episode of our history in
Wow.
only a week. So it's like we didn't release episode 8, and already it was the most listened one, which it was fantastic because you know why? Because when things are organic and
Mhm.
you don't expect them at all, that is the beauty of everything, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. And
That's
yeah, congratulations. That's incredible. I'm so happy for you guys. And
congratulations as well to you because thanks to you and thanks to your incredible talent, we managed to have like that that results that for me obviously like I'm so happy as well for you because I really enjoyed your interview
mm,
and I just want to ask you how's like everything with different with the last single.
yeah,
Tell me about
it's
it.
it's doing well. I keep hearing from people who've heard it, who it's the first song that they've heard of mine, and it encouraged them to go listen to all my other songs too. So yeah, I think it's doing really well. It's reaching people, and the people that are hearing it are really liking it.
Yeah, and I can tell you as well that I heard that too. That I heard that for another people, for another listeners, that the first song that they hear from you as well, it was different. That it's
Mhm.
a very radio friendly song. You know, it's a song that I like it because like I can hear. It's I mean for us that we are doing radio, like it has a sound, it has a vibe that it's a really good song. You know, it's a really
Thank
fantastic
you.
song.
Thank you. I appreciate
And are you planning just like the next release?
I don't exactly know. I'm playing with the idea of early summer for the next song,
Mm-hmm.
just because I had a bit of a plan together for an album, and
Mm-hmm.
then I took a step back and realized that I didn't think it was really showing who I was and who I want to be and what my sound could be. So I took a step back and I'm rethinking some of the songs, and I've added some songs. One of the songs that I'm going to play for you guys in a bit, but yeah, so I am not sure exactly when the next song is going to come out, but I'm really excited to share the new music because I've got a lot of songs that I really want to share with everybody.
Of course. You know what? Take your time. Always take your time. And obviously, when you are secure of what is the next release, do it. I mean, do it well. And actually, let me tell you, different is working very well as well.
Yeah,
Like,
totally.
it's really well, you know.
Yeah, and I want to make sure like I have all the stuff. You know, people think, oh, you make the song and then you just put it out, but there's so much that kind of happens after the song is done, right? Then you're filming a music video and you've got to shoot photos for cover art, and you're putting together all the marketing strategies and talking to the distributor and making sure that everything's in place, right? So it does take time to kind of get everything together, and I think people who aren't in the music industry don't necessarily realize that the songs that are coming out, they were probably recorded 6 months to a year before you actually heard them, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, you're completely right. I think like people, they feel like that you just have to record the song and then that's it, put it out, and then it's over. No, it's obviously like more work than that. Josh, one question: what do you think of for yourself? Is it better to have more songs out or have the right song out?
That's something that I've debated with myself about, and I've heard both sides. I've heard people say the more songs you put out, the more likely that you're going to get in front of the right people's ears, because it's like buying lots and lots of tickets to the lottery. The more you buy, the more likely it's gonna happen. But I think there is a quality aspect of it too. You don't want to be just putting out everything, even if it doesn't represent you and what you want to sound like as an artist. Or I think there's definitely a quality aspect. You want to be putting out your best work, but at the same time, I do think as much of that as you can is probably, there's a balance. That's my answer. There's a balance of the two, and I think making sure that everything's quality, but also being consistent and putting out content regularly, so that
Exactly.
you're saying this is who I am, and letting people know that you are serious about releasing music, and that's what you're doing.
Bravo. Bravo, because I couldn't say better than you, man. Like, honestly, I couldn't say better. Do you know why? Because it's because I was about to say something back, but I was like thinking, he say everything. So it's like, it's like
Oh.
everything already. No, honestly, like you just like nailed what I always said to people, because I think like some people, they got like the some artists that they got like a really like not really good perception of like what exactly it's that, and I would say, look, if you are an upcoming artist, no, and you are about to be, no, let's say like that, it's always better to have an identity, it's always better to obviously to demonstrate to the world who you are, to demonstrate to the world what is your sound, what is the type of music that you like. Imagine that, like, if you use like different sounds, I mean, people, they don't know it. Do you know what I mean? People, they get confused. I mean, that's my
exactly. Well, and that was my whole thing with this album that I had, was I was worried that people were going to get confused as to what I was doing and what my sound was, and I didn't want that, and I wanted to, for myself too, to know exactly what it is that I wanted, instead of just going like, oh, these are all the songs that I've made in the last year, let's put them together. Instead, going and saying, okay, what do I want to say here with this batch of releases? What do I want to say, and why am I doing it? And something that I heard, I can't remember who it was that said it, but I think it was in an interview on YouTube or something that I was watching, and someone said, if you don't know who you are as an artist and as a person, then people will decide for you.
Oh yes, that's
Right?
yes.
And I think that does happen to some artists, and then they become somebody that they're really not, because the public decided who they were. So I think that's something that is important to think about, and make sure that, like, I want to know who I am so that, I can communicate that effectively.
You know what, Josh? Like you will be surprised how many artists do I ask the question, "What is the music that you do?" And something that is very so simple. You know what I mean? For
Yeah.
so many people, it was so difficult to answer that question.
Yeah.
It's just like I think that there is like a problem for so many people on identity. That it's which is normal. You know what I mean? I think like people they want to have identity now, like right now. On the
Yeah.
first single, yeah, this is my identity. I know, man. Like it's just like it's a process.
Yeah, absolutely. And it never ends too. Like I'm not gonna claim that I know everything about myself and like it's never gonna change. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there's always going to be growth and learning and development, and it's gonna happen forever. It's not an ending process where you get to a certain point and you're like, okay, this is everything.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way.
Exactly. And actually, Josh, you started so young, like releasing music as well. You know, like you started like when you were 16.
Yeah.
And imagine like how many things happened since your first release until now. I mean,
Yeah.
I think like your whole world changing. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I would say that I'm the same person, but I'm not exactly the same as I was when I started releasing music. I've learned so much since then, and that's just between when I started releasing officially on streaming platforms to now. I've been writing and making music for even longer than that. So the amount of growth and development that's happened over that time there's a lot.
Exactly. Josh, Canada. Let me tell you something. The other day, I was speaking with one of my colleagues, and I can say that in Canada there is a lot of talent. Like there is a lot of talent. Because look, I was like speaking to Max Parker before, and then we managed to have Francesco Yates, that he's as well from Canada.
Yeah.
Who else? Who else is from Canada? A lot of people. I have another artist that we play on the B Nation podcast called Charmaine. That she's from Canada as well. A lot of people. What's going on in Canada? So it's like, what's going on in Canada? Because it's amazing. It's amazing. I love Canada, and I really wanna go to there. And what do you think that Canada has that actually like it attracts to the world? I mean, in terms of the artists, music for them.
Yeah, it's hard to say. Like I love Canada. I think it's an amazing place in general, and I feel so lucky to live in this country, just because it's so amazing, and the amount of opportunity I think is really quite a lot here in Canada. But in terms of like, because I noticed we have an awards show called the Junos, which is similar to the Grammys, just in Canada only. And the number of artists that you hear all over the world all the time that are included in that is actually crazy. Like there's a lot of crossover now between the Junos and the Grammys, right? Shawn Mendes, Justin Bieber, Drake, JP Sachs, The Weeknd, like all these artists are from Canada. And I don't think everyone even realizes, because these are like big A-list, AAA artists that you hear all the time in the States, right? Which people always kind of go to as the States is like, at least they seem to think that they're the whole world. But I think Canada is interesting because there are specific laws in place, like with Canadian radio, for example. A certain amount of it has to be Canadian content, so it has to be either performed by there's a certain way that they figure out if a majority of the song is made by Canadians or in Canada, it counts as Canadian content, and therefore there are specific spots on the radio in Canada that we have to have Canadian content, which I think is super cool. And it gives Canadian artists that opportunity to grow within their country, and then they can, as they get bigger here, they can then take that internationally.
And I really love that, because that means that like you guys have like platforms where like artists, they can basically like have an opportunity as well, like which is great, which is fantastic. But I can tell you that like we have a lot of artists that they are friends now, and they are obviously from Canada, which is amazing, and it's so true what you were saying, because, for example, artists like Justin Bieber and The Weeknd, people think that they're American. They're actually
Yeah.
American.
Yeah.
Like the people that they don't know about what, like facts and where they're coming from, which is obviously bad, but like, yeah, but it's true. I mean, there's a lot of like Canadian artists,
Yeah.
that they, yeah.
Yeah, and like part of it is that Toronto, for example, like I live in Vancouver, but I've spent a lot of time in Toronto, and there's just a lot of music happening in that city in particular. And a lot of those artists that I mentioned are from Toronto or just outside of Toronto. So the city itself, Toronto, there's a lot, like there's a big music scene happening there. Vancouver has one too. It's not quite as busy, and I think that's why we're not seeing as many Canadian artists coming from Vancouver, but there are some for sure that we know that have come out of this city. So I think Canada is sometimes underrated when it comes to artists, but I think it's becoming more and more, like, Canadian artists are becoming more recognized, and I think that's really exciting.
Yeah. What was the name of the music channel that it was like done in Canada? I'm not sure if like is it still on, but or they took it like out, because there used to be like a music channel a few years ago. But I don't remember right now the name, because there was an awards, but it wasn't the Juno ones. It was what was the name? It's because there was an awards. I will tell you now. I will tell you when I found it. Like, it was just like it was a music channel, like more likely like MTV, but it was like that.
Yeah, I think I might know what you're talking about, but I can't remember the name either.
No, I mean, I think like, but I'm not sure if it's still on, because I remember that this was on like 10 years ago, like 5, 10 years ago. I used to follow it, that's why. But anyway, I will tell you like after the after the interview if I remember. Anyway, Josh, here in the UK, for example, we already like starting to hear dates for shows, which is because on the 21st of June. So basically, on the 21st of June, the government here in the UK, they announced that they want to take all the restrictions out. So, I mean, I cannot even like think. That's kind of like a dream.
Yeah, honestly, it doesn't feel real yet.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know what? Until that day doesn't arrive, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna believe it.
Right, totally.
I
think even after things go back to normal, it's going to take me a while to actually accept that that's what's happening. I'm going to be in somewhere and somebody's going to be standing within 2 meters from me, and there's going to be that anxiety. And then I'm going to realize, oh, wait, it's fine.
Exactly. Imagine in a club or in a show, like when you're running around people after that, how, like the anxiety that you must have, you know what I mean? To feel like that way.
I even watch, like when I'm watching TV nowadays and I see people on TV in a show standing too close to each other, I start thinking, oh my gosh, guys, you're too close. And then I realize, oh wait, this isn't real. It was probably filmed like before, and you know what I mean? But
I know.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's weird.
Yeah, like, and you're like, why not doing social distancing?
Yeah, totally. Absolutely.
Yeah. So for example, like I saw a few people, a few artists here in the UK that they are announcing shows for the last quarter of 2021. I think that really is too early. I mean, my opinion, like really too early in general. What is going to be in your case? Like, for example, are you going to wait until next year for that, or are you just like?
I want to make sure, like, I want it to be absolutely safe before I put on any shows or I'm performing anywhere. So that's the first priority. We don't know here in Canada yet when things are going to start going back to normal. I think our vaccines are a little more delayed than they are in the UK. So we might be a little bit later, but so I'm not sure yet. But as soon as it's safe to do shows, I'm gonna be I want to get back on stage so badly.
Oh yeah, I mean, obviously we just want to like see you performing like one more time. Yeah. So Josh, you have a little surprise for us. So tell us a little bit more about basically this song that you're gonna perform for us. That is a brand new song. Tell us a little bit more about it.
Yeah, so this is a song that I recently finished writing and recording, and I'm really excited to release it. I don't know when I'm gonna put it out yet, but it's called "Nice Guy," and this song for me is kind of a it's a song that I've written based on my past experiences growing up, and a lot of the time, especially when I was younger, I it doesn't happen as much now, but especially when I was younger and I was growing up, I was always very cautious. I was always wanted to do the right thing, be responsible, be like, the good guy. And oftentimes I think that kind of I felt in some situations people would judge me for that, and I would be the killjoy or the person that was trying to take the fun out of things, and so it was hard, and it put me in a spot where I kind of felt excluded or distanced from different things, and including like when I was starting to date and I felt girls. There's the stereotype where they always go for the bad boy, right? We know that line, "Nice guys finish last," and I I don't think that that's necessarily true. And right now I'm in an amazing relationship and I'm really happy, and I definitely don't feel like I finished last or anything, but that I think is definitely something that people have experienced and can relate to. So anyway, I wanted to write a song about that.
And how long did you like write this song for? Like how long was it like?
This one was a little bit different. Like it took a few different like I started writing the first verse and I just had the first verse for a while. And I wrote that on my own, and I actually wrote it like I was trying to fall asleep and it came into my head. And so like I'm just like in bed on my phone typing down these words that are just popping into my head, and I didn't even have a melody for it. I just had the rhythm in my head and I wrote the lyrics, and then I was like, okay, and then I just took my phone and recorded myself talking in the rhythm of what I had, and then the next day I played around with some chords and some melody and put that together. So I had the verse, and then I didn't really know where to go with the chorus, so I was in a session with a guy that I co-write a lot. His name's Andrew Allen. I write a lot of songs with him, and we were writing a different song, and then we were finished that. I said, "Can you just help me with this chorus?" And he was like, "Yeah, absolutely." So we wrote the chorus, and then he had to go, and then a few days later, I did the second verse, and then started recording everything and putting it together. So it was a weird process because usually I just kind of sit down and write a whole song.
Yeah.
Normally, but this one came together in pieces.
All right, okay, and we are so excited, basically, just to hear it. Actually, let me tell you something, Josh. You're a nice guy, like because here and outside, and I just want to say something that you have like all the elements for myself and all the checks of what an artist needs to be. Do you know? Because now these days, do you know what? Like now these days, that I've been working in the music industry for 15 years now, and I can tell you something, Josh. Like sometimes it's very difficult to work with artists, like sometimes it's very difficult to work with them, but not because it's like like it's something about talent or it's something about like the music and anything in general. It's all about as well who the person is, who the person is and what the attitude have. Man, I just want to say to you that like and everyone to obviously to who is actually like watching us, that you're incredible, that you are a wonderful person inside and outside. And obviously like you deserve the best, my friend.
Thank you. Well, I can see that too. Like you're an awesome person too. Like I honestly I appreciate you saying that too, because like being like kindness I think is so important, and sometimes people don't realize it, that like you can be the best at what you do, but if you're not nice to people, they're not going to want to help you, and yeah, it's just the way it is. Like you gotta be a good person too. I think that's so important, and that's like the key to everything. Success is really happiness, right? And I feel like if you're a good person to other people, that's going to come around, and you're going to be a happier person in general, and that's really I think that's all anyone needs. So
exactly.
So yeah, thank you.
Especially on this industry, the music industry, which is like so tough for so many artists. Anyway, man, thank you so much for being on the show. Like it has been an absolutely pleasure. And like, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to introduce this brand new song that he's going to perform in acoustic. So there we go. It's called Nice Guy. Thank you, Josh.
Thank you.
All the best.
I used to walk you to your door to make sure you got home safe. Held you and kissed you on the porch, my arms around your waist. Used to drive on home, and I think of you with that smile on your face. I heard he always drops you off at the stop sign on 16th. Your folks don't know you're with him, and you're hoping that they never meet. Saw you walking home by the faded lights on the side of the street. And you say you don't care, but I know you didn't think he'd be the one that you'd go to. Never thought you'd be scared when I told you that you are the one that I'd hold forever. But nice guys finish last, and I'm the nice guy you never gave a chance. I used to give you everything, I'd give you all of me. How'd we go from every day to you saying you can't talk to me? Now I drive on home, wishing you were still in the passenger seat. And you say you don't care, but I know you didn't think he'd be the one that you'd go to. Never thought you'd be scared when I told you that you are the one that I'd hold forever. But nice guys finish last, and I'm the nice guy you never gave a chance.
We're gonna come back to the studio shortly as we still have the incredible performance from Ross Harris to show you guys. But now, we're gonna connect with LA to speak to our friends on the outside.
I really I was looking forward to speak to these guys because it actually has been a few weeks since they've been on the show presenting How Beautiful, and now they're here again. Andrew, Dawson, Devin, John, and Sam on the outside. How are you guys?
We're great. Hi.
Well, I'm gonna present you my friend Vic, which is with me today. He's Vic. He's doing a section on the show, and he's co-hosting the episode today. So as I said, we are celebrating here something special for us because it's the first time that we're doing something like this, and obviously we are celebrating 1 year together. And you guys released How Beautiful a few weeks ago, and now I just want to ask you how's been the reception so far of the track since the release date? Tell me a little bit more about it.
Well, it's been really great so far. Honestly, what the song represents with the positivity and building community and being there for each other has really grabbed the fans, and they've taken it and ran with it. They've started their own movements within it. They're doing the movement that we're starting about the How Beautiful challenge, posting pictures of your friends and hyping each other up. And honestly, the response that we've gotten has shocked me. I'm actually so excited for how excited they are about this movement. Especially with the music video. The music video has just been going crazy, and we only released it 2 days ago from now or something like that at this time, and it's already gotten a huge response. So yeah, we're stoked about that.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I want to talk about as well, about the actual music video. So
guys, I want to ask you, for anyone out there who doesn't hear How Beautiful, that we are going to hear in a few minutes something special, because you guys are going to perform for us the track in acoustic, which I really appreciate that for today. I just want to ask you, like, How Beautiful, you already explained that too on the show, like about what the track is all about. But for anyone out there that they want to know, like, why do you decided to write a song like that? Tell us a little bit more about it. Why do you decide to write a track like How Beautiful?
So it all started with our amazing producer, Mike Shimshak. He wrote the song really as a message to his daughters and their friends, because he saw how much they were struggling with, their image and how they see themselves and comparing themselves to other people. And when he brought us the idea for the song, we loved it right away, because we saw that in our fans. We can see them struggling with that, and we all struggle with that. And the outsiders are very open with how they struggle with that. So the song was born to be made. You know what I mean? Like it really is. It's a perfect message for everybody, but especially our young fans and people who need to hear that, how beautiful they are.
And it's really about just embracing, your true beauty, whether that's the insecurities that you may have. Those are differences, and differences make you beautiful. And we're trying to normalize a lot of things within the song, so people can become more confident with themselves. And as you see in the music video, you see, our girls standing in front of the mirrors and looking at themselves. And through progression of the song, they in the beginning they're more insecure about what they see. They lack confidence, but as the song progresses and towards the end, they finally see themselves as truly beautiful. And yeah, I always say we want to emphasize people to, not be afraid of that mirror. Take more steps towards that mirror rather than away. Really appreciate yourself for who you truly are. No matter what you have inside and out, everybody on this world is born beautiful, so that's really just the meaning behind it, is just accepting and embracing your true self.
Yeah, which is a beautiful message, right?
Yeah, it's really cool. My question to you guys is, how did you guys meet? Like, how did you know each other?
Well, that's a long story, and we can give that to you.
Let's do the compressed version.
All right, here is a version of the whole spiel. Okay, so I was in LA. I was living with John, and this was right after a TV show that me, John, and Bloom were all a part of, called ABC's Boy Band. And I got an email from our current manager, Amy Netto, and she said, "Hey, we're starting a boy band. Are you interested?" And I was like, "Yeah, might as well hop on the phone and see what the opportunity is." She told me it was a pop country boy band, and I was like, "Wow, there's never been such thing like that." So she sent me over some songs. I listened to the songs. The songs were amazing. So I wanted to go meet her in person. And when I was walking out of the house, John comes out. He's like, "Hey, where you going, man?" I was like, "I'm going to a meeting with this girl, Amy." And he's like, "Oh, Amy Netto." And he got the same email too, the recruiting email of like, "Are you interested?" So I got back from that meeting. I went into John. I was like, "Dude, you got to take this meeting. Like, this is super big. This is going to be special." And yeah.
So I went and met up with Amy after he said it was a dope opportunity, and I really liked it, loved the songs. And she was basically saying, okay, if you have any friends or people that you think would be a really good fit for the band, reach out and let's see who we can bring on. And the first person that I thought of was Andrew Bloom, because he was on the show with me and Devin, and he's also an insane musician. So he was the next one we brought on.
So they brought me on, and as he said, I was on that show, ABC's Boy Band. And when they first brought it to me, I was like, "Oh, like pop country boy band." I was like, "Okay, like let's do it." And then they sent me the songs, and I was sold. I immediately when they sent me the songs. So after that, they held an open call audition. I wasn't able to make it, but while they were on that open call audition, they got a FaceTime from Dawson over here.
Hi, I'm the Make-A-Wish thing. So I was living I'm the only one, just to throw it out there, I didn't know any of these guys. I'm the only one who didn't. I was living in my hometown still. I was still in high school, 17 years old. I had just been posting like covers on YouTube and Instagram, like pretty consistently, a couple times a week. And our current manager's best friend, Shonda, actually found one of my covers and I think sent it like to them while they were in the open call. And basically, I just hopped on a FaceTime call and I agreed to do it. Like, that was basically it. I just jumped right in. And then Sam came.
Last member.
Yeah, so around the same time that John and Devin were talking about that in the beginning, John immediately called me. And this is the beginning of 2018 or around whatever time that they first got the idea, and he was telling me about it. John and I have been best friends since like late 2015, early 2016. And you know, we were just catching up with each other's lives and everything, and he was telling me about the band. And he was telling me about how he had this great opportunity. And I was like, ooh, spicy. I wonder if he's going to invite me to be a part of it. And he did not. But after finding all the other members, and he was catching me up on the whole thing, and I was like, oh, this is so great. This band's going to be so awesome without me. No, but eventually he came to his senses and thought of me. And we all got together. I met up with Devin, and we connected a lot. And then eventually, in December, we had our first trip out to Nashville all together. I met Bloom for the first time, and we all met Dawson for the first time, and we connected right away. It was magic.
As you can tell, Sam is in the band, but he's still bitter about that situation.
No. It's a great story.
So, as we say, to summarize the whole thing, we kind of all knew each other, and we found Dawson on the internet.
What is like the reaction from the fans? Like when the reaction from the video? What can you tell us like about it?
There's been like only positive comments. There's always only positive comments from our fans, but like a lot of them are like telling us how much we have helped them gain confidence or get through something. And to see so many people do that or say that in the comments under our video is pretty insane. It feels really fulfilling when you say so. Yeah.
And it's cool to see like the likes versus dislikes ratio as well. Our music video right now has got something close to 1,500 likes and only 4 dislikes. And those 4 people are probably sitting behind their computers and like, no, I don't want to be beautiful. I don't want to be told that I'm beautiful. But we'll get them to come around. But yeah, no, the reaction's amazing, man. And especially to see some stories in the comments and people to open up about their own insecurities and stuff. This song is healing. This video is healing.
So do you guys like choose your own outfits for the music videos?
Yes, we did choose our own outfits for the video. We have a really cool all white outfit at the end of the video, which this man did not want to wear all white.
Oh, really?
We had. I gotta tell this story. So they've been bugging me for this all white outfit. I was like, I'm not wearing white pants. Like, no, I just don't want to do it. I don't look good at them, all that kind of stuff. And then it's literally the night before the music video. It's 10 o'clock at night. The music video starts at 10 a.m. It's 12 hours before the music video starts. I get a call from this man, and he's like three-waying the call with Amy, our manager. And he's like, dude, if I find you white pants, will you wear this? Will you wear that? And I'm like, you know what? If you can find him within 12 hours, sure, I'll wear them, John. And I don't know how he did it. He still won't tell me how he did it, but he freaking found white pants for me to wear. And so good. I still don't. Whatever. It's fine.
So yeah, Bloom has been getting like a lot of good, people saying like, "Oh, look at Bloom's outfit. Oh, Bloom's white pants. Ooh," in the comments just to prove them wrong. Yeah, they weren't just saying that. They don't know the backstory. So everybody listening right now, definitely go hype up Bloom some more in his white pants. But as you'll see in the video, I wore like that transparent shirt to kind of to make a statement of my confidence, and you can see through it, and I'm confident within myself. And there's also another custom jacket that I made for myself for the other look, the denim look, that had a bunch of different patches on it to embrace other different like the LGBT community, gender equality, and so many other things, and that I put together for that to make a statement within the song as well. And that was my first time making anything custom, and I thought it was dope. So I just wanted to say that.
Something else to say about the outfits that I don't think we realized was happening is each of us were kind of vulnerable in our own way with what we were wearing. Like, for me, I tried out a turtleneck, and I was like, in the past, I was like, oh no, I'm gonna look so terrible in this. And then Devin had that, lace, very open shirt. And then Bloom didn't even want to wear those pants, and yet he looked great in it. I remember Dawson on the set was insecure about what was happening with the collar and how it was like stretching a little bit. And John was trying out hats and everything like for the first time, really. So it was interesting because without trying, our power outfit was us at our most vulnerable. And that was, it was an interesting way to speak to what was going on in the video without trying.
Yeah.
Sam, your mind is amazing, bro.
Yeah. Let me ask you one question, guys. Who takes the longest to get ready?
I did my hair for 35 minutes straight when I showed up there. That was just my hair. And then, of course, we all did some glamour makeup with our girl. Shout out Taylor. But yeah, I definitely take the longest.
Definitely that guy.
Yeah, guys, I just want to ask you a little bit more about what is next, because I think like obviously How Beautiful is actually just released right so far, but I think like I just want to ask you, do you have any plans for releasing more music before the end of the year? Because I think like you told me in the last interview that you have a few more songs of music coming up, but any update system, anything that you can tell us?
Yeah, absolutely. So, and it's no secret to our fans, we have like a whole catalog list of songs that we have like demoed, recorded, and everything. A whole album's worth, a whole more than an album's worth. But yeah, like definitely expect more music from us this year than in the past. We're definitely going to be releasing a lot more music, and soon at that.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
Fantastic.
We don't really have a release schedule yet, but you can expect music from us.
Awesome, amazing, incredible.
I've got a question for you guys, right? You see in LA, do you guys have So Far Sounds there?
So Far Sounds, yeah. So far sounds. A couple of my buddies have been involved.
I go to a lot of So Far events, and I know I would love to see your performance. What you guys just did, I'd love to see that live. So I was just wondering if you guys have that out there. And
I have a few buddies in town actually that do it. I've never personally played it, and we've never obviously played that before. But that's a really good. Yeah. I don't know if they're still doing it with COVID and all that kind of stuff.
I doubt they're not doing it in London, so I doubt they'd be doing it out there.
Yeah,
but
absolutely, I agree with you. That would be awesome if we did our So Far Sounds there.
Let's do a little throwback. Now, like I'm going to Just Keep Driving, and the music video for Just Keep Driving. Do you think that you play a lot of like a few sports during the music video? What is your favorite sport, guys? What do you like to do in your spare time?
Well, we all love sports a lot. Me and this guy compete like crazy. Back when we were roommates, we would just pick a sport and just compete. Football, tennis, basketball.
We joined a flag football rec league. That was so fun, dude. I remember that. That was so fun. No, but we all like to get together, and we got a really nice park right down the road from this house actually that we like to go to and play some two-hand touch, and no tackle because we have continue to look pretty for the camera, and a lot of basketball and a lot of this and a lot of that.
That's a really interesting question you asked, because I haven't thought about that, but yeah, we do play a lot of sports together, which in the beginning it was kind of interesting because like I'm not as competitive as like they are, but seeing how competitive they were made me want to like make them proud, and so anyway, but yeah, we love playing sports. American football. I wish we played soccer. That'd be a lot of fun. I love soccer. But we play with the frisbee and things like that too. But dirt biking. There's some great dirt bikes. Yeah, we do a lot of stuff.
Do you guys like football?
Soccer or American football?
Well, actually soccer, yeah. Because I'm actually saying that because I'm Spanish, and I think like I don't know anyone that it doesn't like the Spanish league, like the Spanish league on Real Madrid, Football Barcelona, and obviously here in the UK as well. That they have a really good like football team so far,
Yeah, I don't really keep up with the teams at all, but if there's ever a game on, I love watching it, and it's always fun to play.
Of course, yes, definitely, yeah. Guys, I think that you have something very special for us because you're about to perform an acoustic version of your new single, How Beautiful, that I just want to say to everyone that obviously stream it, download it, because it's a beautiful track. And honestly, like when you guys hear like the track that in acoustic, to everyone who's actually watching right now, it's absolutely beautiful, like the song as well.
Thank you.
So guys, I am going to leave you with the performance right now. So I just want to say thank you so much once again for being on the B Nation podcast. It's absolutely amazing that you guys like we can actually have this chat now for the first time, like in video, because the last time it was actually only audio, so now there is a person like behind the the actual,
good to see you.
Yeah, the actual thing. And like anytime that you guys like wanted to be here, talking about music, you have a platform here, guys. And obviously,
thank you. Seriously, thank you.
Hopefully, I say that last time But when the world opens again, you also have here a place to visit in the UK,
We would
right?
love to. We'll let you know when we're in town.
Yes, definitely, guys. So right now, I am going to introduce "How Beautiful," which is the brand new single from On the Outside that they are about to perform acoustically here on the B Nation podcast. So there we go.
Don't say sorry, 'cause it's alright. You don't have to apologize. It's so easy to run and hide. Take some time to learn what's inside. Wish you could see what I see. Wish you could see what I see. Want you to see what I see. Want you to see what I see. Wish you could see what I see. Wish you could see what I see. Want you to see what I see. Want you to see what I see. Oh, do you even know just how beautiful you are? Oh, do you even know just how beautiful you are? You think there's something that you lack. You've got everything, that's a fact. Slow it down, don't go too fast. Just believe me, that's all I ask. Wish you could see what I see. Wish you could see what I see. Want you to see what I see. Want you to see what I see. Wish you could see what I see. Wish you could see what I see. Want you to see what I see. Want you to see what I see. Oh, do you even know just how beautiful you are? Oh, do you even know just how beautiful you are? Just so beautiful, see what I see. Just so beautiful, see what I see. Just so beautiful, see what I see. Oh, do you even know just how beautiful you are? Oh, do you even know just how beautiful you are? Oh yeah, oh, do you even know just how beautiful you are? Oh, do you even know just how beautiful you are?
So that was the performance for "How Beautiful." That is the brand new single from On the Outside that we connected with them today on the B Nation podcast. And it's time to say bye-bye, but not before without introducing our last guest for today for this birthday video episode. But Vic, let me give you the honor, so whenever you're ready.
I told you this is one of my favorite ones. So this is Ross Harris. He's performing 2 songs. He's performing one of them called Catching Fire, and he's also performing an exclusive cover, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Well, I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy it because he's amazing. So check it out.
I've been rolling round in circles, trying my best to douse the flame. Burning under my skin, leaving a hurricane with word today. Spreading like we're in a wildfire. Every touch is like a live wire. I've been rolling round in circles, trying my best to douse the flame. When the chemistry is so right, 2 people can nearly catch fire. Hot to touch, holding you like catching fire. I can't stop wanting you like catching fire, like catching fire. I remember every chill I felt when I first walked away. The heat was so addictive I couldn't stay away another day. Spreading like we're dancing in a wildfire. Every touch is like a burning live wire. I remember every chill I felt when I first walked away. No, when the chemistry so right, so people can nearly catch fire. Hot to touch, holding you like catching fire. I can't stop wanting you like catching fire. When the chemistry so right, so people can nearly catch fire. Hot to touch, holding you like catching fire. Sparks fly every time that we lock eyes. Fireworks when your body's close to mine. Hotter than the 4th of July. Can't imagine letting this feeling go. Hot to touch, holding you. I can't stop wanting you like catching fire. When the chemistry so right, so people can nearly catch fire. Hot to touch, holding you like catching fire, like catching fire, like catching fire, like catching fire. All right, let's see how long this one takes. Okay, cool. Yep. Maybe you don't like talking too much about yourself. You should have told me that you were thinking about someone else. You're drunk at a party, or maybe it's just that your car broke down. Your phone's been off for a couple of months, but you're calling now. Know you like this. When shit don't go your way, you needed me to fix it. Like me, I did. But I've ran out of every reason. Suddenly you're asking for it back. Could you tell me where'd you get the nerve? You could say you miss all that we had. I don't really care how bad it hurts. You broke me first. You broke me first. You broke me first. You broke me first. It took an hour, I wasn't there now when I first heard. You moved on quicker than I could have ever, you know that hurt. I swear for a while I was staring at my phone just to see your name. But now that it's on there, I really don't know what to say. I know you like this. When shit don't go your way, you needed me to fix it. Like me, I did. But I ran out of every reason. Suddenly you're asking for it back. Could you tell me where'd you get the nerve? You could say you wish all that we had. But I don't really care how bad it hurts. You broke me first. You broke me first. You broke me you think would happen? What did you think would happen? Never gonna let you have it. What did you think would happen? Suddenly you're asking for it back. Would you tell me where'd you get the nerve? You could say you miss all that we had, but I don't really care how bad it hurts. You broke me first. You broke me first. You broke me first. You broke me first. Thank you very much.
So here we are here on the B Nation podcast, and we just enjoyed an amazing performance by Ross Harris. 2 songs, the single Catching Fire and that incredible cover for You Broke Me First by Tate McRae. And here we are with the man himself. Ross, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you doing?
Yeah, it's nice to see you in person now.
Yes.
You've been on the show a few months ago, obviously presenting Catching Fire, and now you're here with us in this special episode. First of all, thank you very much for coming. And it's an authentic pleasure to have you here. Ross, I just want to a little bit do a reminder for anyone obviously watching the episode right now about you. You have been doing a lot of performances before obviously you're starting your solo career. You have been a drummer for so many artists that before, and also as well you played Glastonbury, right?
Yeah, a few years ago.
How was the experience, man?
It was good. I played with Busted.
Oh wow.
And we managed to close down the tent that we were playing. I can't remember what it was called, the John Peel. No, it wasn't John Peel. But yeah, apparently they've never had to close the area because it was so full before. So that was...
Oh, incredible. And then you just releasing obviously your first single, Say It Back, and then now the latest single is Catching Fire, and I just want to ask you one question. How did you are seeing the reception so far since the last time that we talked until now? Is it still growing? Are you happy so far?
Yeah, I think so. It's still sort of getting streamed and played consistently, which is good. But yeah, everyone's just waiting for the next song, so you've got to release it, get straight into the next one, and just keep moving quick.
And do we have plans for the new one?
We do, yes. There's a few ideas that are being polished and finished, and some other little bits in the pipeline.
Oh, incredible. And what about, for example, the EP? Is any, for example, potential EP coming out?
Potentially, yeah. It feels that everyone does singles nowadays and then an EP eventually, but I think an EP eventually, once I have enough songs that maybe fit together.
Obviously, exactly. When obviously it's the right ones, right?
Yeah, it's like writing an album. You don't want to I don't like it when people throw a bunch of random songs together.
Yeah.
There are some artists who do it so well, where it's a story or it's a sort of body of work.
So today you're just performing a cover, and then it's You Broke Me First, but Take My Ray. What is that song?
I don't know. I think just when I first heard it, I thought it's so unique. And the production was just so cool, and her voice is wicked, and just the way they did it, I thought I've never heard anything sort of like this, or for a while at least. And it was also massive on TikTok, so you couldn't not hear it for a few months. When we first went into lockdown, it was the biggest song in the world.
Yeah.
And I've played it a few times, on Instagram Lives and stuff, and it's sort of gone down well, and I thought it's a cool one to play. It's always nice to do a sort of female vocal song as a male as well, sometimes, to try and push yourself and give the song a different spin, really.
We discussed on the B Nation podcast about how do you were living the pandemic, and obviously one of the main questions that we are asking here on the show is about the significant challenge that independent artists obviously they have in order to record music. How do you live so far in the last a few months? Is everything that you're doing currently everything online, or how do you live at the moment in recording music?
I'm lucky that I do it all myself at home most of the time, because I produce and write, and then I record as much as possible, which I'm lucky to be able to do, because some people who don't produce or don't have a microphone have to rely on going elsewhere. So then it's incredibly difficult for some people. for me, the biggest struggle was the creativity aspect. Getting weirdly bored, even though you have all this stuff you can do. So many hours to just make music, which was great at first, and then eventually you just slow down, get a little bit more bored, play a little bit more Xbox, and then just sort of run out of ideas, really. Yeah. But that's the biggest struggle, I think, aside from the financial aspects that people struggle with, or just any Corona itself, obviously.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think it's weird that once something is taken away from you, you realise that you miss it.
Yeah, exactly.
And human interaction, and how much we rely on that to just be alive and feel alive.
Yeah, let me ask you one question. Did you learn something about yourself that you didn't do, that you can do it before?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think I learned to value time in a different way. Because before the pandemic, I'd be gigging 3 or 4 times a week, non-stop. Nothing else mattered except gigging, which sometimes that's important, but it was often rubbish gigs which weren't for my own music. And then without those being in my life, I realised that there's more to life in a way. I mean, it sounds super deep, but when I managed to get out of England for a while, and usually if I'd go on holiday, it would be for like 3 days, and I'd have to rush back for a gig. But this time I could just relax and go, this is how you should enjoy life, even though we're in a crappy situation.
Yeah,
time is valuable, really.
Yeah,
and I learned to skip as well. So
like in the UK, since like from the 21st of June, we're gonna come back to like normal life. I'm just like wondering, like if you think that it's still like too early, like to do shows this year. Do you have any plans like for upcoming gigs?
I think if I have the music and people that want to come to a show, then I'll definitely do one. Just got to see if it happens, really, and see if we're allowed to, and whether there's the opportunity to find the right.
I just want to ask you, do you want to collaborate with any artists in the future?
Yes. That's a good question. Anyone? Could I pick anyone, or just like generally?
Anyone, yeah.
Oh, wow. My go-to has always been Zed. I think DJ producer.
Wow, that's
because he's one of my
right. So I just want to say thank you so much, Ross,
Pleasure.
for being on the B Nation podcast on this special day for us. It has been an absolute pleasure, and thank you so much for singing that a beautiful cover of You Broke Me First.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
I wish you all the best. And I really hope that you're coming here, obviously, when your new single comes out.
Yes, yeah, of
obviously to talk about it, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, pretty much same thing. I just want to say thanks for coming, sitting down. You're a great guy, great personality. It's been fun. So yeah, thank you very much.
Cheers, and happy birthday to
thank you.
The B Nation.
Oh yeah.
So that was Ross Harris. He did an amazing performance for us, Vic. And he also as well, like, he's really lovely. And that was a really lovely chat. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. I told you guys, one of my favorite performers. So I'm really excited I got to see that live. And hopefully after this pandemic, you guys are going to get a chance to see it live as well.
Exactly. Hopefully we can actually see him live. So that was it from us. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching this first birthday video episode of the B Nation podcast. And remember, the next week we're going to have our traditional Back Again episode 11. So my name is Miguel.
And I'm just Vic.
And I just want to say from us, thank you so much for watching. Wish you all the best. Stay safe. Speak next week.